Hey y'all, we back another Saturday on our Black Media Network, the Watch Dawgz, and we were looking around and we found Fannie Lou Hamer, aka Chandra.
I'm still I am still tired. I mean, in the first 2 weeks of this year, I'm still tired. You know, I'm tired of them picking on my first lady, Michelle Obama. Y'all gonna get off of her. Because if she said she not going to the inauguration because she don't want to seem, like she's being a hypocrite. She said what she said. And that's that.
Well, she called Carlton, and Carlton was gonna read y'all about that tonight. He's gonna let y'all have it.
Because what you will not be doing is making me do anything I don't want to do. Thank you. Carlton, take it from there.
Sure, the fact that they keep calling her Michael be tripping me out. That takes me out every time. But the one thing what I'm gonna say is Michelle Obama is a part of the 92%, and she stood on big business when she said, I would not be attending anything where I have to be in close proximity to that man and his whore.
His international whore.
Because you at a funeral for a dignitary. Everybody else wore all black, but you got, I can't remember what was on that collar, but I swear it was some obscene gesture that was on that collar. Why you got to be the only profane person at the funeral? And you wonder why the Carter Center cut you out the picture. Exactly. Because both of you ain't your ragged ass husband out the picture. Excuse me,
I wonder if he gonna deport her first. Like, is she gonna be in the deportation?
You know what? She needs to be. And Carlton, tell me why Fox News is saying that, Michelle Obama is out of line and it's unbecoming of a first lady not to show up at the inauguration when neither Trump nor his bitch showed up at the last inauguration. Did y'all see the asses at Joe Biden's inauguration?
They was not there, and that has been a clear vantage point that has been announced. The fact that he did not attend because we know he was throwing a hissy fit at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and planning, he had just gotten off of his doggone insurrection, so
no pun intended. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm trying make it make sense that y'all trying to make her the villain in this. Y'all can come down to Houston and kiss my whole ass. Okay.
But what we talk, I don't mean to cut y'all, but the one silver lining in all of this is Jasmine. I'm from Texas Crockett. When I tell you over the last 5 days, she has given them all of their butts on a platter and read their entire chapters, all 12 of them. And I am here for Jasmine Crockett. And I said this yesterday on Hot 2100 Savannah. Nancy Mace, you don't want to smoke, girl, because time you put your hands on her, all them systems, first of all, you can get your Molly ass walk all the way from DC back to South Carolina, and then they're gonna tear your ass up because they're gonna jump you. So don't do it no more, sisters. Don't do it. I don't want to laugh at you, Nancy.
You should laugh at her because that was hilarious. The fact that you know how we talk and we be like, child, please. Right. Yeah. The fact that don't call me no child. She didn't call you a child. She was saying child. I say this is how I know that she used some AA. She used that AAV, that African American vernacular, real quick on them. And they
did. I mean, she was like, what I want them to stop doing is they need to try Jesus or Walmart or Sam's Wholesale, but don't try
Jasmine Crockett.
Don't try Crockett because she ain't for the bullshit. No, she don't play the radio, AM or FM. Now play with it, and in 2025 you gonna FO. Okay, we about the FA and the FO in 2025. Okay, so in these first 17 days, we are giving you a snippet of how these next 4 years are going to go. If you try it, we're going to check it, and we're going to check it at the door. We checking your clothes, we checking your everything at the door because y'all can't be trusted. Okay? Man. You can't be trusted. So we checking, we frisking you down for foolishness at the door. Okay? That's what we doing. And Crockett, that's what she is stopping you. Okay? So y'all understand that in 2025, this ain't 1865, this ain't 1965. This is 2025. And I don't know what Trump has on his agenda, but I promise you, we're exposing things right from the beginning.
It was good for Trump right here, y'all.
I'm still in hopes that he won't be inaugurated Monday because, quite frankly, every step of the way, he just finds a way to tick me off. How have you unanimously said that it's going to be cold, so you're going to move the inauguration into the Capitol Rotunda? In all my years that I can remember, they take that piece of that banister off, put that fake stage up there for them. Everybody be in the cold, but you just don't want people to see how small a number of people is going to support you. It's going to be
right. Exactly. It's going to be you, your family, and a couple.
All the millionaires.
Yeah, but if that's what you want to do, honey, I hope that a blizzard come through, like Wizard of Oz, and blow all y'all asses, you and your 21 friends, out of wherever y'all at, because all of us gonna be celebrating Martin Luther King's birthday. How about that?
That's gonna be the beauty of it.
I'm praying for an alien invasion Monday.
Oh, okay. You and Julius. Y'all praying for the alien invasion. I ain't mad at you, but me and Michelle Obama, we gonna be at somebody's parade, Martin Luther King Day parade.
Y'all gonna play?
We gonna be doing that.
Y'all gonna play?
We gonna be doing and that. We gonna, we gonna celebrate everything like we usually do. We gonna be giving Martin Luther King honor, a man of honor on his birthday. I don't give a freak what they got going on at that inauguration. Okay? And everybody that voted for him, I have invested in Orville Rockenbecker, or who's a popcorn person. I've invested in that company because in the next 4 years, that's going to make me rich. Okay? Because as I'm watching the news in the next 4 years, watching how y'all poor people that voted for him are becoming poorer, how y'all losing all the stuff that y'all thought he was going to do for you.
My God, today.
I think, including some of these black folk, like my daughter,
Stop it now.
she voted for you. and she's posting about you and everything. As I'm watching this, I promise you, I will be eating my Orville Reichenbacher popcorn and pouring the butter over the popcorn, you know, and saying every day for everything stupid he does, I'm going to say, I'm going to post on my Facebook, so y'all follow me. I'm going to say, make it make sense, Lord. Get your popcorn. Make it make sense, Lord. Get your popcorn. And that's all I need y'all to do. Get more popcorn. Because y'all going to see what these next 4 years are going to be. And
my God, today.
All I can say
you brought
is
up MLK's birthday. You brought up MLK's birthday, and the one thing that somebody made this statement the other day, and it was like they chose to honor MLK over Malcolm X because the precipice of civil disobedience versus civil violence versus us taking action and taking what we wanted. And like I say, anybody who know me knows in the year of our Lord 2025, I stand with Malcolm X more than I will ever stand with MLK. Take what you want. We not idly standing by no more and protesting now. We taking action. We doing what we got to do to get what we need to get done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't care. I celebrate my blackness every day. Mm-hmm. In fact, I celebrated my blackness today when my boss tried it. I always just say that. He tried it. I checkmated his ass, and hell, I got off at 1:00 today. Okay? Because what you will not do with a smart black woman is try to stand on principle. Because I have your ass standing looking stupid as shit.
Lord.
Okay? I don't care. I don't care who you are. By any means necessary this year and in the years to come, you don't bow down to nobody. You stand on
business.
What you know is policy. What you know is what you know. Because you don't let nobody, I don't care if they're over you, because the person that's over me is, I'll say it like this. He's not as intelligent as I am. Right. And that's what intimidates him, because he's always trying. He's always trying. And then when I check him on it, then he looks stupid as hell. You know, but he can't do anything about it because I am a person that stands on policy. See, and when I make him look stupid, then he has to come crawling back to me. Because this black female, I know one thing is I know my shit. So I don't care who we are celebrating. Malcolm X, W.E.B. Du Bois, or MLK, or any of them, Harriet Tubman. I don't care who we're celebrating. We can celebrate your great grandmama that grew up in Rose Knott Hill, or my great great grandmother that grew up in Rose Knott Hill, who is a Geechee. But as long as you stand on your principle of who you are, that's what I want black people to start doing. Stop bowing down to folk. Period. In 2025, We need to be, if you are Dr. Bryant, you need to stand on who you are and stop letting people punk you. Period.
Why got to be the example? I know what you're saying. I'm messing around. I know that I'm picking, you know.
I'm saying shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired. I'm Fannie Lou Hamer tired of folk saying, oh, well, I'm the manager. You the manager only because your ass is white. And you got that white privilege walking with you. You ain't the manager because you know so goddamn much. And I want Black people to stop being afraid of taking management positions. Take the damn supervisory positions. Apply for them this year. Period.
You know,
I'm done.
the one thing like I tell people is I have not applied for not now supervisory position because, well,
Oh, you're going in and out. Hold on.
Carlton, what did you say? You haven't applied for a supervisory position because of what?
Because I tend to be overlooked because I have such a strong personality.
And that's when you need to be going to your HR and challenging.
I'm not challenging them people. I just don't personally care because the one thing, like I will dismantle the system from the inside from where I am, and I have done it and will continue to do it. And anybody who knows me know I do it effectively.
But see, this is the thing, Carlton. We have to set the tone for what is going to be our generation and the next generation. Because see, if I let the Johns of the world and the Bobs of the world and the Jeffs of the world just feel like they can treat me like a rag doll, I got 2 master's degrees and a PhD. And some of these people sitting up here in high positions with an associate's degree in a Fortune 500 international company. Okay? And when I walk into the room, even though I know that I'm the smartest person in the room, instead of them getting on board with me, they feel intimidated. So then they're always trying to pick instead of, and then, me, I'm petty like that. I'm not a skipping fetch it nigga. Negro.
Oh, no.
Negro. I'm sorry. I'm not.
What?
I'm
You meant Nika, like Nika, Nika, Nika.
Yeah. I'm not the Tim Scotts of the world. I am definitely I'm going to stand up person. I'm not going to get on my knees and give you the proverbial blowjob.
My God, today.
So I'm going to point out your inadequate. I'm going to point out that you're stupid. Okay, and then I'm gonna make you feel some kind of way if you come for me. I'm coming.
Let me ask you this: Have y'all watched Squid Games? I want y'all to watch Squid Games because it's about exactly what Carlton was talking about. I won't ruin it for you, but it's about a system of danger that was created, and it was unaliving people and hurting people. And they had to get it from. They had to infiltrate from the inside. So in order for you to dismantle this system of corruption, you had to enter. It's almost like government. It's almost like the old saying too. If you want to make change, sometimes you got to be inside the organization to make that change. And Chandra, I think part of what you're saying is true. It's just you got the sad thing about how this world is created. We've got to now systematically unravel things. Jamal Touré talks about burning it all down. I wish we could, but we've got to use our intelligence in a way to be stealth enough to go in and trick people intellectually so that we change it from the inside. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, we do, but we got to know what we know. We got to be right. We can't go in there with our emotions.
Right.
You know, because a lot of black people work from, I feel. No, when I go at them, I go with definitions. I go with, you know, I have a whole PowerPoint presentation that I send to them when I'm telling them, y'all stupid. Okay. So it's no way around, you know, they just be mad because I send my y'all stupid emails at probably about 12 o'clock at night. So it's the first thing that they see in the morning, you know, and then they trying to get back at me all day because I done sent it to you, your director, and your senior director,
Yes, as hell. You just petty as fuck. Oh,
what? She right. All day. I am.
I know how you move. Baby, let me tell you how baby Carlton walk in the room. Everybody looks sideways like, oh Lord.
They
be like, what the nigga on that? What the man on that?
And see, no matter where you remember this, my daddy told me this back in the day. He said, where and when you enter in, your whole family and community enters in with you. Okay? So if we I represent you, I represent Savannah, I represent the black woman. I have a whole lot of stuff on my shoulder when I walk into NASA. And I'm not willing to make anybody look bad. So when I walk in, I'm going to walk in like a boss. And yeah, y'all can play with me. Y'all can try to send me emails to try to entrap me and stuff like that. But baby, about time I respond, I'm hitting each of y'all with a grenade.
Don't do it.
Not.
Get my children out of here right now.
Exactly.
All right. We not about to send no nasty emails after this message, but we're gonna talk about that. We got a funeral we all gotta attend Sunday. It's the TikTok funeral. We'll be back to talk about that in a moment.
Savannah, are you looking for some of the best Southern soul food? Then check out Kim's Cafe at 714 MLK Boulevard. The food is so good, you'll think that your mother cooked it. Located in the heart of Savannah, Kim's has a menu that includes breakfast anytime, lunch when you need it, and dinner so you won't have to cook when you get home. They also cater all types of events and can host your reserved event at the restaurant. Come see what everyone has been raving about. Great food, great atmosphere, and a great time. Kim's Cafe, 714 MLK Boulevard in beautiful downtown Savannah.
Oh, I mean my friend, your Savannah homeboy, Clarence Thomas made sure that I don't go to prison.
So Julius is in there talking to Trump. Ooh, I'm telling.
All right, who gonna make it to the funeral Sunday? The funeral. Who got the body, by the way? Who got the body?
Facebook.
Facebook got the body. You know what though, Chandra? You ain't lying. I think Mark Zuckerberg got something to do with this.
It ain't
Mark's
no wonder he
taking his
does.
coins, and he tired of y'all Negroes getting on there making money, and y'all black, y'all colors get his coins. He ain't got time for it.
It's not that. It's the fact. It's the fact that man spent 7.6 million still.
You gotta say
On
that
top
again.
of that, the CEO.
I think you got a bad connection, Carlton.
Police and
You
interns.
Carlton,
So
you had to go
that
in and
has
come
a-
out. You had to go in and come out. You
It's
gotta
the
take a
computer.
minute. Okay, there you are. You gotta say all
It's
that.
the computer. It's not even. I say that man spent $7.6 million to lobby Congress to get rid of TikTok because it was his competition for his dying ass social media network that he has.
Yeah. I thought about. I was driving up today. We came up to see my aunt, and I thought about that. I was like, them folk. First of all, y'all, let's be real. Them Chinese folk been new IT long ago. They been had IT. I mean, let's be real. And so you mean to tell me all of a sudden they're gonna get this TikTok thing and they're just gonna figure out all our new secrets? Like, come on, be effing real for real now.
Exactly.
The app is Singaporean. It is not even Chinese. That's what's funny about it.
Right.
Exactly. So they gotta they're trying to get rid of them, and before the Russians won this election for Trump had to agree to a lot of stuff, and this was just one of the other things that he agreed to. He had to sell his soul to many different demons, many different devils, in order to be able to get back into that seat. So this is just one other, okay, you want to get rid of TikTok? Fine. It was so many things. You want to end this war in Ukraine, and you want me to give Ukraine to you, Russia? Fine.
Oh, and I'm gonna tell you what that's gonna work, because he want Greenland. Let me tell you, boy, what I tell you, these fools, he want to take Greenland, and then China gonna get Taiwan, and Russia gonna get Ukraine.
Exactly. I mean,
it will never.
You can see through them, like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it.
Well, let me ask y'all this, and I hate that this happened to these folks, but I am convinced that foolishness in California is a distraction for something, or something is going on. You're not just gonna tell me all that just went down because it was an act of God, a nature. I don't believe that. My short time on this earth has taught me that these fools will do anything for any kind of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they kill their mama.
What they're distracting from is the question, because the problem is we so aware of everything else that's going on. We be like, yeah, we ain't even studying that over there. We know it's burning. We praying for them, but that's it. What else going on? We looking for behind the smoke and mirrors. We ain't looking for the smoke and mirrors.
Exactly.
Behind the smoke and mirrors.
Exactly. I mean, because while everybody else is While Beyonce is saying, well, I'm not gonna make my announcement right now, and everybody, you know, the Dutch and Duchess of whoever the hell they are from uh Europe is saying, well, you know, we're down with the California people. While all that's going on, we don't give a damn. You know, as long as I know where my brother is, and he's up in the east of California, you know, Bowling, and all of that stuff is going down next to the coast. So as long as I know all of that's going well, I'm not worried about those folk that decided that they would get houses out by the ocean, you know, because all of that is going on out by the ocean. LA, Palm Beach, all of that. Hey, but what is really going on is Trump is going to end the war in Ukraine so that Russia can get Ukraine. And then what's going to happen is after Russia gets Ukraine, they're going to try to get Poland. Yeah. And then it's going to go over from there. And that's what everybody talking about Ukraine, but their golden ticket is Poland, and everything else that's at risk after that.
Yeah.
The colonizer wants to be a colonizer. The reason they want Greenland is because of global warming, all the minerals and stuff are starting to be exposed, and they realize, oh, these people over here have stuff that we want.
Right.
Yeah.
But on the side, the funniest thing I heard today is that the United States is a third world country with a Gucci belt, and I have been floored all day long.
Because Africa done told y'all to gather your stuff and please leave. Because if y'all run back up in Africa, they got something for you. They're gonna gather you by your edges and drag you down the street and tell you to get you some salve to put on your knees.
Exactly. So my thought is, if y'all don't see plane, you'll see plane soon. Okay, and you're gonna see who all the beneficiaries are of all of these things plainly. And it's not gonna be none of y'all people,
not Nanya.
None of y'all in Ohio, the poor places of Georgia, South Carolina. If y'all think for a minute, if you don't make over $120,000 a year, that you are not going to feel the pinch, which is not going to bother me because I'm good in my 6 figures. But y'all that don't bring home over 6 figures, for real, I promise you, them $4,000 that y'all gonna feel in tariffs, and everything else that he's gonna have going on over the next 4 years, you gonna wish that you got your greasy grandma and everybody else once removed up off of that couch. On November the 5th, you gonna wish that you got them off of the couch, and you're gonna wish that you paid more attention, and you're gonna wish that you didn't say, well, I don't see what Joe Biden did. Okay, because this is gonna hurt.
We only technically have to deal with this foolishness for 2 years, because when the next congressional elections come around and Senate seats and it's a couple of Senate seats that come up and the House seats come up, all 500 House seats come back up for re-election, it is going to be so. The problem is now it's going to.
You went out.
But I feel what he's saying. I mean,
You went out.
These idiots.
Go ahead.
What you say, Carlton?
I said we only got 2 years to deal with Trump. With 2 years in his foolishness, they have to get everything in 2 years. They
better.
They're gonna fast track their foolishness.
But they are though, and that's
So y'all there? Okay. So y'all, let's shift gears really quick. We only have about 20 more minutes or so, but they had a press conference in Savannah. Let me go to it, and I want to play a few parts of it, and then let's get your feedback. But let me go. This is Alderwoman Alicia Miller Blakely, her Facebook page, and I'm going to play certain parts of the press conference.
Person of mule. They're on Beach Road right there. And then into the motherland and around this globe. So thank you again for coming today. We honor you and we love you. And we look forward to continuing to do this work until we achieve the 40 acres and a mule and our reparations. So reparations now.
Yes,
all right.
yes.
All right. Well, sis, let me tell you, you look like I could see you just walking down the streets of Harlem right here in Savannah. It's so good to see you. I had the opportunity to go into that building just now and to go into the room where those 20 pastors got together with General Sherman. And he asked them, what is it that you all need? Because he knew that what America had done to our people was egregious.
Yes.
And they said, I'm so proud to say that my ancestor, my bloodline said, and that was Garrison Frazier at 67 years old, give us 40 acres and a mule.
Yes.
Give us 40 acres and a mule. America, you owe a debt to us, to African Americans, to foundational Black Americans in this country, because you have not given us our 40 acres and a mule. They know that part of the story? They say Sherman hates the Negroes, so Black folks here are furious and mad right now. It wasn't the leaders, it was the people. The brothers and the sisters, the masses are right here who have not come from Middle Georgia, North Georgia, and the ones right here in the city of Savannah. So then it got to be a public relations campaign happening. Because what happened, somebody was coming down here on a secret mission to catch Sherman. His name is Edward Stanton, the Secretary of War. But somebody else going to Sherman and said, listen, Stanton trying to catch you. And so when he comes, it's the PR campaign that now happens. Because the Africans here are not furious. A lot of people are like, they're about to shake up this foundation right here. And so what happened, that's when they're going to have the meeting at this time right here. So it wasn't us. If anything, we need to be celebrating the lands that we are on always. And guess what? You know, I talk about sojourn. That when I came here, I was just this morning on a place called the Island of the Bears called Hilton Head Island. And so I was right there on Beach City Road, I was right there on Beach City Road. And right there, I began to experience the first celebration, the first religious service for the AME Church in Georgia. The AME Church in Georgia did not get started in Georgia. It got started on Hilton Head on Beach City Road. And it was a man from a place called Maryland, Reverend James Lynch, on the ship called Darago. He will hold the first AME Church service for Georgia right there on Hilton Head Island. And so right there, now in the church over there called First African Methodist for their parents, and the parents crying for their children. He said, those times were hell. A businessman who be a political leader, much like them, that we will fight for. No bucket them allowed over the other side right there where that gal got married. But see, some ain't know that here. All those experts on American history.
And then William Campbell, he see him tied to a place called Beach Institute that later produced the thing called Beach High School. William Campbell, on Sunday, know that first African Baptist church, they have a at one time. Some stay right there on Franklin Square, and let the others be right over there. William Campbell, right over there by a place called the Beach Institute. And William Campbell later bring them all back together, so they be all right back there on the place called Franklin Square, or we call it Haitian Square. Yeah. And see, some ain't even realize that even later on, table tapper in Gullah means preacher. But some ain't realize. So what then later on, one of them, because if it was not for Ebenezer Creek, you would not have what you have this meeting here in Savannah, and with regards to black people owning land. The first en masse black landowners in this country tied to this place right here, tied to us. And that the journey from Baltimore, from Maryland, through South Carolina, through Georgia, going to Mississippi, but now around the entire world. And set the vague respect and on our ancestors live, respect and honor. Peace and blessings.
Yes, yes, yes.
So,
yes, yes. Well done.
So
Like
that,
you said.
you know, if y'all want to watch the whole press conference, you go to All the Women Nation Blakely's Facebook page. But you know, that was Dr. Jamal Amir Toure, a well-renowned Black historian and well knowledge about Black history, not just in Savannah, but throughout the nation and really internationally. And they're advocating for reparations. And one of the things I was happy about to see is they're starting a small movement. You know, one of the things we know is that, you know, the civil rights movement started as college students, you know, starting small. And so what are you all's thoughts? You know, in order to get what we want, we're going to have to make noise. And since Trump is so big for, you know, Black people, you know, this is the time to do it. Hold on, Chandra. We don't want to go back to talking about Trump because we did enough of that. But what are your thoughts about reparations? And what are your thoughts about this small movement? We'll start with Carlson on this one.
You know, the idea of reparations sounds good in theory, but the question always comes from who's going to pay for it? Who's going to actually allow? Because I feel like if they did approve reparations, the people who deserve it, the people who you physically see, like people who look like you and me, would never see all the money, because people are like, oh, well, I have this person in my family, I have this person in my family. People of non-African American, people of non-African American descent, they would not just give that money to us. They would give that money to everybody else along with us, because they'd be like, why they get money? Why they get money? But the one thing people have to realize is that when the Holocaust happened, they paid them people reparations. During World War II, when they had them Chinese internment camps, they paid them reparations. But it's the simple fact of they classify us, they put us at the bottom because, like it's stated, anybody who comes over here, they tell them that's the bottom. You don't want to be friends with them. You don't want to align with them. But we are still, ever since the year of ever since the 1600s, we are still the backbone of this country. Our blood, our ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears are the reason why this country stands on the fake ass high moral ground that it accuses itself of standing on.
Oh, Carlton, that is so deep. That is so deep, and it reaches me into a deep place, you know, because you are so right. Our reparations are well overdue throughout this country, but it should start in Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, where the boats landed, Virginia, where the boats landed, you know. And for every family, you know, that had to work those rice plantations that they call, you know, that, I mean, we identify with the Geechee Gullah people, the Geechee people on the Georgia side, the Gullah people on the South Carolina side and North Carolina side. You know, we our families should be the first recipients, not the African people that have come here over the years, or the Haitians or anybody else, but the ones that can say that my family had residence in Rosenot Hill, Savannah, whether it be South Side Savannah or whatever side of Savannah, you had some connection with those plantations, you should automatically be able to get reparations because we are well overdue. And the damage that slavery and oppression and discrimination and segregation and Jim Crow has done to generations of African Americans, it will never be known to mankind until Jesus comes back, because we have far-reaching PTSD in our DNA because of all of the things that were purposely done to us systematically since slavery. And we are owed this, whereas they stopped doing it to the Italians and the Israelites and the Chinese people. They never stopped doing it to the African American.
Well, you said something about rice earlier, and I forgot, we were watching a documentary one night, and you not realize the impetus or the start of all this foolishness, one of them at least, this wasn't the only, was agriculture. And so what I mean by that, Asian countries, African countries, Western African countries thrive off of this crop called rice. And so a lot of folks were brought over to cultivate and grow and produce and build an economy in these colonies off of the backs of rice. And so now you fast forward, and when you have all these technological advantages and big machines to cultivate and grow and make money off of rice, you shut down those economies of these people of color. And if nothing else, not only do I believe reparations should be partially land and funds, but I also think the United States owes a debt to those countries where you have pretty much decimated, if not most of their economy, because you basically stole their crops and their ideas at work. And it's just sad. I don't know if y'all have traveled out. Well, I know, Sean, I think all of us have traveled outside of the United States. And when you realize the arrogance and just the sheer, regardless of who the president was, just the arrogant nature of the United States, it really shocks you. I mean, and we are all happy that we're in this country because of the privileges, but this country has done some work. And I'll even cite things like the Dayton Accords, right? Even with these peace treaties, how the media projects it as, oh, these are just some great peace treaties. No, a lot of these things have been done and hurt these countries. And so, I think a lot of work that the United States has done, and mostly, the forefathers being white Anglo-Saxon Protestant men, have done and continue to do a significant damage to this country only for their gain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, because when they leave a place, we're only seeing now, because we are in the digital sphere where news comes to us very fast and we can see with our own eyes. We don't have to really depend on the Fox Newses and the CNNs who just give us what what their leaders want us to have.
Right.
We're able to see in real time, for real, the facts. So we're able to go into places that we never had access to, and we're able to see for real what is going on. So we don't have to depend on the mass media who lies. And that's the one thing that I do believe with the Trump era has been exposed, that fake news, because you give us what you want us to believe. Even Fox will be saying one thing, CNN saying another thing, MSNBC saying another thing. And then we're looking at something else with our own eyes on YouTube,
Right.
and saying, well, damn, everybody is posting what they want us to believe, So
yeah,
what I'm saying is that even with with all of this is saying that every time the United States go into a place and they leave a place, they're not leaving that place whole and warm and cozy like a Christmas Hallmark movie. Hell no. They're leaving it in shambles. And every place they go, they
destroy it. Destroy it. Is it?
Take what they want. They colonize.
They colonize it. Yeah.
So y'all, we're at our end. Yeah. But let me hit this last thing, and then we're gonna do your last 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Need your garments cleaned with care and with a professional touch? Then bring them to One Price Cleaners in Garden City at the Old Farmers Market on Highway 80. Service you can count on.
All right, we're doing our last 30 seconds here.
Is he frozen, Carlton?
I'm assuming so.
Okay. So,
Chandra, or Carlton?
I'll go first. The one thing I'm going to say is people wake up and realize that we are in the time to stand up and rise above. The Declaration of Independence states that when our government becomes corrupt, we have the ultimate authority and right to overthrow it and establish a government that works for us. Our founding fathers set the foundation for the imminent future in case something like what's happening now happen. Either we're going to take a stand or we not. And now is the time to take a stand because the future is here. And we have to make sure the future generations are able to thrive and survive.
I totally agree with Carlton. And, but stand up right. Do your due diligence to not just be on YouTube, but to do your due diligence to research your history, and then stand on your own principles on what side you will come out on history, you know. And I choose to come out on the right side of history. They're not going to see me giving any of the white community a blowjob, period. And thank you.
Oh, my love. And we appreciate your graphics. We will see y'all next Saturday on our Black Media and the Watch Dawgz. Have a great week.